About 10 days ago, I was in Holland and I went aboard a standby vessel there that is a great candidate to become converted into an expedition yacht or a yacht support vessel. And I have some familiarity with these boats because 2 years ago I was up in Norway in the snow and we surveyed and purchased a similar boat from the same fleet that this vessel came from. The mission of these vessels is to be emergency recover and rescue vessels that are in position in the North Sea 365 days a year, and they stand off the offshore oil platforms ready at a moment's notice to rescue anybody that happens to fall off of one of these offshore platforms or a more catastrophic circumstance. So they're set up for fire, they have hospitals on board, they can rescue up to 300 people out of the water, and they also have oil booms, and so if there's an oil spill, they can retrieve the oil and they have tanks to put this oil into. And that's good news for us in conversion because we're often looking for extra tanks. Keep in mind that they have to be on position out in the North Sea throughout the winter in gales and any kind of weather conditions, so they're extremely rugged. The vessel that we surveyed had been in an 80-knot gale a week before the survey, and the boat was impeccable, and the crew was laughing about the 80 knots and the 50-foot waves that they were out there in. And another note, because of the importance of their mission and also the conditions that they operate in, they have to be kept in absolutely perfect running condition. And so when we go on board these boats, we expect it to be ready to go back into service without a lot of expensive upgrades. In this Grant Moan conversion concept design, you'll see that we keep the main superstructure of the vessel, making use of the high load-bearing aft deck. And on the foredeck, beneath the bridge, we put a glass-enclosed observation lounge, leaving plenty of room for tenders and toys. The commercial-grade helicopter pad and hangar are optional. So now let's have a look at this one that's in Holland. Today we're going to take a tour of the Ocean Falcon, which is right here behind me. This vessel has been prepped for a conversion, and they pulled the timber off the back deck, taken off the heavy piping bulwarks that holds the cargo area, restrains it. Here you have the mast, the radar mast, which has been taken off presumably to go under a bridge or something, and that can be put back on top of the wheelhouse without a big effort. Looking at the support beams and the steel under these decks is where you'll often see a little bit of rust, but not on this vessel. The wheelhouse is 5 decks up with big glass 360-degree views, and this is an advantage in the conversion because we've got plenty of room on the decks just below the bridge to build out our owner's suite and other guest accommodations. So the interior of the vessel, as you can see, has been entirely removed. All the overheads are removed, and the plumbing fixtures, although the piping is still there, the portholes are still there, and the original insulation. The main wire runs and cabling appear to be intact, and the boat is technically operational in terms of the bridge being connected with all the systems and the alarms and navigation equipment. Here's the engineer's control room with all of the modern equipment that you would expect on a vessel built in 2015. While yacht builders try to compress the engine room into the smallest space possible, on a commercial vessel, the engine rooms are vast, and this one occupies 2 decks. Primary propulsion is from 2 MON 9L engines installed on vibration isolators, delivering over 5,000 horsepower to controllable pitch propellers and Becker flap rudders that give the vessel enhanced maneuverability. The mains are equipped with a power takeoff system that allow them to generate additional power while underway. As configured, this vessel will cruise at 10.5 knots, burning only 75 gallons per hour, and at 14.2 knots, it will burn 100 gallons per hour. 2 auxiliary generators deliver 565 kW each. The engine room space is spotless with all the equipment well labeled, well laid out, totally accessible. The cable runs and the piping are also out in the open and easy to work on. The vessel's dynamic positioning equipment includes an Azimuth thruster, which is a drop-down unit. This can also serve as a get-home propulsion system. We will keep almost all of these systems for the expedition yacht. including all of the firefighting and the alarm systems that will be recertified by class and put into service. The anchor handling equipment is out of the weather under the deck and in good condition. The modern and spacious bridge features full height glass on all sides, and there's plenty of room to repurpose some of this space so that owners and guests can come and observe the navigation and the operations of the vessel. So that's a quick look at Ocean Falcon, and we have several of these standby vessels that we can get our hands on for conversion, and they are ideal conversion platforms. So if you're interested in this, please get in touch and check out the links below for further information.